surprises. Wait till they get a load of me.
Yeah, we're recording right now, right?
Yeah, that's all I'm going to thumbs up, bro. Like,
this shit is Zoom shit's weird, but yeah, whatever. We're gonna make it work. Welcome back to another rousing episode of Cinema Villains. I am your host, Shaggy Black. Alongside me virtually, again, is the one, the only Jose Napier. Jose, how are you?
Where do they get a load of me, Shag?
No one wants a load of your anything.
Giggity.
Oh man, guys! Thank you again for choosing to listen to our reckless behavior this week.
That's
virtually.
Right.
Thank you for downloading last week's episode too. Although, because hopefully my audio is way better than it was last episode. I actually decided to get off my lazy ass and plug in my my actual microphone so we can actually sound somewhat professional, or at least I will sound somewhat professional.
Yeah, because Shag was kind of out there. He was kind of out there. I'm like,
bro.
Like
when I edited that fucking episode, dude, it sounded like I was like gargling, like just underwater gargling. That's exactly what I was sounding like. And then obviously we just made the Bane reference earlier. I want to try to make the same reference to that.
For you, no, that's fine.
For you, but yeah. Once again, guys, thank you again. This week we are bringing you one of the funny thing is I can't sit here and say it's one of my favorites.
Man,
the character's my favorite.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna get into this. Ooh,
yeah.
That's all I'm
the character's my favorite, but like I really like. We're covering Batman, 1989, people, and for those who know me, who know everything I'm about, I am one of, if not the biggest Batman mark you fucking know. I got a goddamn Gotham City Police badge tattooed on my chest, a Riddler tattoo on my hand. Bunch of Batman crap everywhere in my house.
He has a bat signal on his butt.
Not yet.
What I heard.
What? Anyway, I fucking from everything from the fucking video games to the fucking like pillows to the merchandise. If you name it, I own it. I love Batman. Do I love this movie?
Yeah.
We not gonna disrespect Michael Keaton and the greatness that he was. I think watching this. Okay, first off, Jose, I'm gonna shout you out for a second.
Okay.
We've only done 2 virtual episodes, all things considered, but you do not understand how much I miss you.
Aww.
Being alongside you recording, because this shit is rough. Trying to watch these movies by myself.
Yeah, no, it really
like
is.
It feels like a fucking chore. When you're here with me, it doesn't feel that way because we're both watching it and we're kind of like indulging it together and taking it all in and bouncing shit off of each other. That whole time I'm trying to like keep my interest in it and keep my focus on it, but it was doing it like it felt like a chore, and I started to go left. And I was paying attention throughout the movie, and this is when I realized how I feel about the movie. Like, but man, first off, it has been some fucking years. I am going to probably say 20 years since I've seen this movie.
No, it's been a good long time for me too. When I was watching this the other day, like, fuck, I ain't seen this in forever.
Dude, I know this movie. I know it, but like man, it's probably been about 20 some odd years since I've seen this movie front to back.
Yeah.
Like, no lie.
I'm the same way.
Second of all, I did not know this movie was 2 hours. It's like,
I swear this movie was shorter. I was like, holy shit.
I thought it was like an hour. Like, I thought it was 90 minutes. Not like crazy, but I thought it was like shorter. But I didn't know it was 2 fucking hours. And it's crazy that you're saying, why are you complaining about 2 hours? Fucking Marvel movies are longer than that. Yeah, but they don't fucking feel like that. But then at the same time, you know what you're getting into when you go to a Marvel movie, especially like an Avengers movie. Mm-hmm. But like when back then, I'm sitting here going like, this was fucking 2 hours? And it sounds like right out the gate, it sounds like we don't like this movie. First off, that is a lie. This movie is hella flawed, all things considered, but it's still a good Batman movie. It's Tim Burton like shit, but it's still a good Batman movie. Probably the quintessential Batman movie. Not my quintessential. That's Mask of the Phantasm. But this is Batman 89 was still regarded as being one of the OGs. I respect that. Would I probably watch it again? It'll probably be another 20 years. But,
it's gonna be a while.
But I do. If you haven't seen it before, I highly recommend it. I really recommend it. Like
obviously watch this movie because this movie kind of catapulted comic book movies. I know we said Blade saved and saved the genre last week. Yeah.
Blade saved Marvel.
Because fast forwarding it, Batman and Robin kind of killed the genre. After that movie came out, everyone was like, no one wants to do a fucking, fuck this. Yeah.
Yeah, superhero movies, like, come on, man. Because we had because you're saying that because, like, we didn't have Superman. And Superman was good.
Superman was like 70s and 80s, and that was it.
Yeah, and then we didn't really
no one
have
gave a shit
too
about
many of
sequels.
them. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about anything after 2. But But with that being said, this one came out in like 89 at the height of that, and this one also got that fucking cartoon to come out.
Yes.
And everybody knew, and people were afraid to do like a Batman movie because they were thinking about like being campy, and Tim Burton turned that shit into his dark genius, which people you either like Tim Burton or you think he's a fucking weirdo and you want nothing to do with him. But like this Batman was Jose, you might be onto something. So I apologize for my outburst.
Yeah.
But Jose, how do you go ahead and tell us your thoughts on that, man.
So watching this movie, I love this movie growing up. This was like one of my favorites. This movie was amazing. Everything about it, the fucking soundtrack. The soundtrack, dog. The score.
Oh my god. The score and the fucking actual OST.
Yes.
You had Danny Elfman on one side and fucking Prince on the other.
Exactly.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Which, if we get into trivia now, Tim Burton didn't want Prince. He was like,
really?
He was like, if the producers put Prince in, that wasn't my call. I wouldn't have had him in the soundtrack. So but anyway, it is great. Like I said, this score, the Batman theme is just iconic. That's probably the greatest theme ever.
Yes.
So yeah, it's like I said, they use it again for the animated series, and yeah, this just slaps.
Man, listen. That whole fucking thing is iconic. Also, Party Man.
Oh yes, we'll get into that.
Yeah. Come on.
Party Man. Let's go.
I fucking had the toys. I had the tapes. I had the toys. I had the tape. I say tapes because I know I had multiple versions of this shit. I had it all, man. I still got a fucking Batman bed sheet. Like, not a bed sheet. A Batman comforter that I've had since I was fucking 5. Still in my closet. That I will use.
I think.
I'll show you next time.
You have to send me a picture later, and we'll talk. I'll show you.
I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you that. But like, it's literally like an old school comforter, but it was right around the time of the movie because it used the same like Joker logos that he fucking used in the movie and everything. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it was crazy to me because they were like, man, how did you grow up to be in love with Batman? I'm like, bro, I don't fucking know. Like, then I go back and I look at all the shit that I have, and I'm like, okay, yeah, my parents threw Batman onto me, and I just never let go.
Exactly.
Like, I had everything. I had fucking everything. And this movie was fucking like probably everything to me when I was younger. Like, I wore that fucking tape out.
Right.
Now, as a mid 30s year old man, this movie wore me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Jesus. Like, it is getting its revenge digitally in 4K.
Yeah.
But like I said before, I highly recommend this movie. I really do. If you've never seen it before, if you haven't seen it before, how?
Right now, I'm surprised. If you've dug this movie from now, kudos to you, man. I guess. I don't know.
Jose's having a hard time trying to talk because his cat has literally put its butt.
He thinks he's a parrot and he's on my shoulder. Okay, there he goes. Good.
Yeah.
Cat.
He
Anyway.
literally, because all like if we had the video to this, you can literally see his cat Harry, the hairless cat, jump on Jose's shoulders, and all you saw was asshole and balls right on the camera. And I'm like,
thanks,
bro, I really don't know what to say here. And Harry literally perched on his shoulder, turns around and looks for a way down. So it's always
Fun
it's
times.
It's always a feel good story to see Harry.
This bald-headed scallywag. But anyway.
Yep. But one of the things, while this movie was fucking draining a little bit, I guess it's just in the name of content why it was draining. It's not bad. Please do not confuse that this movie was bad. It's not bad. It is fucking fantastic, but like, oof.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and say it. This movie's not bad. I enjoy this movie. Man, this movie wasn't as good as I remembered it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, there was some stuff about it. I'm just like, I'll tell you what, the only thing is, I'm spoiled now by these newer Batmans.
Oof.
If you know what I mean. We'll get to it,
Yeah.
but like, let's just say the action scenes, oof.
Okay, let's fucking talk about it.
You wanna talk
One of
about
the
it?
things
Yeah.
I did, let's fucking talk about it then, because like
Let's go.
honestly, I'm gonna struggle fucking talking about like going over this movie, and I know I'm gonna need your help fucking going over, but let's fucking talk about it.
Yeah.
One of my biggest complaints about the newer Batman movies is we don't get enough detective scenes.
Yeah.
Like, that is one thing Batman is known for, is being a detective and a crime fighter, but yet we don't get any of the detective scenes. This one literally had him being a detective doing deep dives into everything. People say, "Oh wait, Christian Bale did that too." Like, not as extensive as this one was. Like, you can, like, he was Bruce Wayne doing detective work, not just like being Batman doing detective work. Like, the only thing relevant to my mind right now where Batman's actually doing detective work is Dark Knight. Is the Dark Knight, but even then, it's kind of like, it's sparingly. It's not even. It's like the bullet scene, and that's it, really. Yeah. But this one here, he literally was doing detective work throughout the entire fucking movie, which is something I appreciated. You don't get that a lot in the new Batman joints. It is pretty much where you're about to go, the fighting. Which, the fighting, you can tell that fucking rubber suit was a pain in the ass.
It's hilarious, especially towards in the finale when he got to look up the bell tower. That motherfucker got to arch his back all the way up just to look up.
Bro,
he cannot move his neck to save his life.
It was bad.
But the fight scenes were kind of oof. Because it's essentially him, he'll just throw one punch or he'll just make the bad guy miss. It's weird. I'm so used to fucking Batman beating CTE into people now in these new movies. So I guess that's what it was. It's just like a big jarring thing.
Yeah, it's just like the fight scenes were not as good as they were, but like we were saying, we're spoiled. We're spoiled children. But it was probably hard to move in that fucking suit, man.
That probably had to be it. He really couldn't
do too much to fucking doing that in a suit, man. Because now they figured that shit out, and you can get those fight scenes better now. But here, man, no, Michael Keaton couldn't fucking move.
Yeah.
Which was fucking hilarious. Now that I'm thinking about it, bring more rubber suits back to the Batman series so we could fucking get him treated as a goddamn detective versus a fucking kung fu master, because I fucking want more fucking detective shit. That's just me, though.
Maybe in the new one, Shaq. Could be.
Oh, we definitely getting that shit in the new one, and I've been waiting, baby. If I had my gunshots like fucking Joe Budden, I'd do that shit.
You gotta get them, bro. I've been waiting to unleash them on people.
The day we get a fucking soundboard is the day that I want to say our listener base will go down. Speaking of which, shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. You guys have turned out in force. We noticed we've had beginning new listeners. Thank you, thank you so much for listening.
Yes, thank you very much.
We can sit there and once again, it really does mean the world to us that you tune in to our shenanigans every fucking time. It also means the world to us that you you stick around for these and everything else. Just do us a favor. Go back and listen to some of the older episodes of The Howling. Go back and listen to some other episodes. Go listen to those movies, because what we strive here to do is we strive to think about the older movies that we enjoyed growing up, and now going back and looking at the villains in these movies and see if the villain was worth the shit.
Yeah, exactly.
The movie might be, but the villain might not.
Yeah, you never know.
We never know until you fucking actually do it. You always we like giving that feeling to people that they can go back and say, "Wow, I want to fucking watch these movies." Like fucking Nostradamus, the king of My Way Entertainment, she gives us a huge shout out for that. Shouts out to him and My Way Entertainment.
Yeah, shout out to those guys, man. We've known them for like a good minute.
After all these years, he's doing our shout outs. He takes it upon himself to reach out to us and says, "Thanks, guys. You really fucking make my day when you talk about like these movies that I grew up with, and y'all make me want to watch this shit again." Like this kudos, thank you. We want to say thank you for even tuning in, man.
Thank you very much. It means the world to us.
Do you have anything else to say other than that, man? Because you've been saying that it means the world to us to like everything that we do.
No, Harry's just attacking me, or not attacking me, attacking me with love. So it's kind of hard to talk.
He's like, "Hey, it means the world to us. It means the world to us." I was like, "Jose, the shit's on fire." It means the world to us.
He's showing me a lot of love. I'm like, "Harry, it's cool. I appreciate you. I fed you. I understand." But no, also it would mean the world to us if you go out there and give us a 5-star review on iTunes, man, on Apple, for the Apple listeners.
Yeah,
that helps people. That helps us. That spreads us even further. Yeah, and, we have a chance to reach out and touch more people.
Yes, with consent.
That's right. With your permission.
Like, don't be, if you do listen on Apple, if you do listen on Apple Podcasts, don't be afraid to leave us a review. Let us know how you feel. What's your favorite episode? Whatever. We want to get to know you guys, and obviously we want to hear Jose's sexy voice.
That's right.
Read off those comments.
That's right. Unless you're gonna give us a 1-star review, then you keep that shit to yourself.
Nah, man, we don't read those. I want to fucking know. I want to fucking know. But yeah, man, thanks again to you guys. Listen to that, and thank you for putting us in your daily routines, putting us in your ear holes to let you know how much we think this villain sucks or how much we think this villain is really good. Today is going to be one of those days that we will not be shitting on the villain here, because this villain, off rip, is probably one of the greatest cinema villains of all time.
Oh, yeah.
And we are talking about Jack Napier, a.k.a. the Joker. Jack Nicholson himself plays one hell of a fucking character. And he made this movie more watchable than the actual movie itself.
Yeah.
Which was crazy.
Yeah,
because which was crazy because every scene that he was in fucking chewed that shit up, man. Chewed it up.
Devouring, scene, he was just devouring scene after scene.
Yeah, just scene after scene, and just trying to like it was so good. So he's like, I can see why people still put him in the top notch of Jokers of all time, because I mean, if you look at him, it's just he just really like it really fucking worked out.
Yeah.
Like it just really he nailed that role. He got the silliness that we got from Cesar Romero, and then he also brought something to himself. You know what I'm saying? Like he really brought the role to himself and really just made it his own. And of course you see that and inspired a lot of the fucking cartoon. Because he was murdery. But like he was also like enjoying all of it. But one thing, one thing I sit there and I'll say this that I did not catch when I was younger was how he thought my man has some edgelord tendencies. I'm gonna just say that right now, because if you go and look at the art scenes and everything, anything that had like depictions of death or anything in there, he fucking would be all on it. Like he'd be like, no, I like that one. That's good. He's good.
Like, no, don't touch that one. Leave that one alone.
Or anything kind of fucked up. And he's like, yeah, that person is like, yeah, all he did was beat up on people. And he was like, yeah, no, I kind of like him already. And it was, shit like that just made it his own. And I'm like, I appreciate that. And then when he fucking was just Jack Napier, he fucking crushed it. Crushed it.
What are you meowing about, bro?
Harry's trying to get into the picture, man.
He's like, look, let me tell you about the Joker, man. That man is horny. That was Harry's contribution.
My man said that in one meow, one take Harry right there.
That's one thing. That's one thing I didn't realize as a child. Obviously, like, oh no, my man is horny.
Oh yeah, nah, like this was the more this. I'm not gonna say this one. This Batman, this version of Joker was probably the more romantic Joker that I've seen. Like in any depictions.
Yeah.
Like in any other fucking in any other things that he's been in. So, and that's even saying, now that I think about it, Suicide Squad Joker, that's about came close. Yeah. I mean, when it comes to love, because he was head over heels for Harley.
Suicide Joker was really fucking hyped when he thought a black man wanted to bang Harley.
Oh yeah, he was a cut.
That's the only thing I know. He was like, oh yeah.
But we're not talking about him. Yeah. We're just like we're just looking at everything like that.
We're like, dude, yeah, we know where this guy's going.
Dude, I also remember that I actually fucking watched, like, I remember watching this movie. I had the birthday cakes too.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything. Yeah. Like everything. Like when this movie came out, I was all about it. Every fucking thing. You name it. Like I said, you name it, I had it. I ain't got that shit no more because I'm a fucking idiot, but I had it. So, I mean, do you have anything else that you wanted to cover before we dive right in to that? No. How did this movie impact your fucking life growing up, Jose?
No, but this got me into Batman. Obviously, this was one of the it was this, and of course Adam West's Batman. They showed reruns in it like at night on like certain channels, so I was obviously into that. But this movie impacted me. It fucking introduced me to the Batman we all know and love today, and that was basically it, bro. I mean, yeah. Introduced us to Prince. Well, me to Prince anyway. I don't know about you, but we're like, hey, let's go.
Yeah, no, I was in a black home, so I was introduced to Prince way before that. But no, it was this movie did a lot for me growing up and for me to love as a character. But going back and watching as an adult,
yeah, it's one of those. Oh man, this is a silly movie.
Man, as a matter of fact, hold on. I don't want to steal your light before we jump right into this. I don't want to steal your thunder. But one of the things that I looked at going back to this, doing some research, I fucking there is one thing in here in trivia that I noticed and I want to comment on because I remember this, right? So according to IMDb, when it comes to the VHS version of Batman, before the film starts, there's a Diet Coke ad with Alfred Pennyworth and the Warner Brothers catalog ad with Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. The catalog that adds Bugs Bunny shows the viewers has the Batman logo in regards to the film. I fucking remember that.
Yes, I do.
I remember that. That's insane.
I remember all that stuff, man.
That is insane, man. That is insane. But all right. So if we got nothing else to add, let's tackle this shit by also going to the tale of the tape.
With the Joker.
Tale of the tape is obviously done via Villains Wiki, via fandom. We still don't have a sponsor for it, but when we get a sponsor, that is literally what we're going to sponsor here. But going forward, let's rock it down. The Joker, aka full name Jack Napier, aliases the Joker, Uncle Bingo, the world's first homicidal artist, boss, and Mr. Joker. Of course, his occupations beforehand was called Grissom's hitman and enforcer, formerly crime lord, terrorist, artist, gangster, anarchist, supervillain, and professional criminal. His skills and powers, obviously, is high intelligence, artistry, marksmanship, weaponry, chemistry, vast gadgetry, combat prowess, wealth, and high pain tolerance due to his destroyed nerve system.
Yeah.
Obviously, he likes to, obviously, his hobbies were creating art and causing anarchy and chaos, also killing people. His goals was to kill the Batman. Obviously, eliminate Gotham City citizens. And, of course, one of his big things was to kill Carl Grisham, his former boss. But let us also get down to my favorite part, the crimes. Mass murder, terrorism, vast vandalism, kidnapping, mutilation, psychological abuse, usurpation, stalking, sabotage, snuff filming, theft, conspiracy, burglary, and pollution. The type of villain he is a psychotic supervillain.
There we go.
Before we get, it's like, so that was the tale of the tape. Jose, you already know what these people love. Let's get them that synopsis.
Let's go, everybody. Synopsis for Batman 1989. The Dark Knight of Gotham City begins his war on crime with his first major enemy being Jack Napier, a criminal who becomes the clownishly homicidal Joker.
Batman 1989 is directed by Tim Burton. Came out on June 23rd of 1989 with a budget of $35 million with a box office. Jose, do you think this was a hit?
Oh, this was the hit of 89. Yeah.
The box office total from this movie was $411.6 million.
Sheesh.
I would need to
a billion.
Yeah, that would literally be $1 billion in today's standards. Probably a little bit more than that, but I'm not sure because I don't fucking know math.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
We got the cast, and this was looking back at this might have been like a star-studded cast going back in the day. But we got Michael Keaton as Batman and Bruce Wayne, Jack Nicholson as the Joker and Jack Napier, Kim Basinger as Vicky Vale. Basinger?
Anyway, no.
As Vicky Vale, Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent, Michael Grohl, rest in peace to the legend, Michael
Yes.
Goh as Alfred Pennyworth. Robert Wool as Alexander Knox. And I'm looking for one random. Nope, that's it.
Well, there you go.
That's the cast.
That is the cast.
So, Jose, since you
What up,
got
dude?
more beef with this movie, I'm going to let you fucking lead on with this.
Okay, well, this movie starts out with the logo. It's a cool little
with
logo.
yeah,
We get
the
this-
best fucking opening to a movie. Period.
Blade? No, I'm joking.
No. See, Blade had like a really good fucking rave,
Yeah,
but like this best opening fucking think about. I want to ask you now
with the
just
theme.
before we go into
With the
what other movie theme songs start off with that memorable?
Yeah, no, it is. Like I said, this theme song is probably the best. Send me your opinions on what you think. Maybe Superman's. Maybe John Williams. That is a maybe. Yes. And but no,
Harry's like,
it
fuck
starts
your
off,
shit, bro.
It's funny because it starts off and it kind of tricks you. You get the family walking out of a movie theater with a kid.
Mhm.
And it almost got me. I was like, wait, now these ain't the
Dude, it
fucking
damn sure
Wayans.
got me, bro. I
Did
didn't
it?
fucking watch that shit in a while.
Yeah,
I
no,
was like,
these
wait a
can't be
minute.
The Wayans, these
I was like,
only because the
no.
dad was like, oh, taxi. I need a taxi. I'm like, no, because Thomas Wayne wouldn't act
No.
like that. That's why. I was
Yeah,
like,
he
no.
wouldn't. That and he wouldn't fucking need a taxi. Like
Exactly.
the fuck.
Yeah, but no, they're looking for a taxi. They can't get one. They get one. Some other dude just hops in it. So they're like, oh, we could take a shortcut over here. And so they go to this alley. Sure enough, this dude mugs them, knocks them out with a gun. They take everything.
Points the fucking gun at the child.
Yeah, and then they're like, they go to the roof. The dude's like, man, you really shouldn't have pointed the gun at the kid. And he's like, whatever, man. Look, do you want your money or not? Like, yeah. So they're counting the money. He's like, what's wrong with you, man? He's like, oh no, I'm kind of scared, man. You've heard the stories. He's like, what? Of a giant bat? Yeah, whatever, man. You're stupid. So they're doing this. All of a sudden, in the background, you just see a bat-like
just
figure.
Bat-like figure. Now, one thing I will say with this movie too that I really appreciate, and especially because I appreciate more now in 4K watching this, the animation that they've done in that, like, because right before when they get robbed, right before that family gets robbed, like after the family gets robbed, you see
The
Batman,
Yeah,
the silhouette of Batman just sitting there drawn, and he turns around and like walks away, and it's like, and we know that's drawn, hand drawn.
There's one time why I didn't like it, and I'll tell you when we get to it.
Okay,
but only because but you get that. Also, shout out to like when they step out of the theater and you see Gotham City. It's just beautiful, man. I love the cinematography. I love the set design.
Yeah,
I love the look of Gotham. How it's like modern but gothic at the same time. It's just,
You still have the fucking rolling 20. You still had the rolling 20s. Everything about this fucking movie definitely inspired that fucking cartoon.
Yes,
because you see it like it's modern, but it's like in the 20. It has that 20s feel, like Tommy guns and like shit. So it was really dope.
But like I said, all of a sudden, then Batman comes out, starts beating the hell. Well, I guess start beating the hell out. Beats him up for 1989 Batman. As much as they shoot him. And they take him out. They're like, "Oh, that was easy."
That was easy.
Boy just hops up,
fucking rises up like the goddamn Undertaker.
Yeah, and just kicks one dude through a door, grabs the other guy, and we get the famous line. Now he gets him. He's like, "What are you?" He's like, "I'm Batman."
Yeah, he's like,
"Tell your friends about me."
Tell your friends about me.
And then kind of lets him go. To which, that's an improv line, by the way. That was never supposed to be said.
What?
Michael Keaton
I'm Batman.
He was supposed to say, "I am the Knight." I guess so. Yeah. So, but he's like, nah. He's like, it sounds cool if I say I'm Batman. So it's like, and then eventually you just get the combination of the both in the animated show.
Yeah.
And then Robert Pattinson eventually says, "I'm vengeance." See, it all.
It's full circle, fucking circle.
But and then it shows them they get arrested. You got who I swore was Harvey Bullock for all my life, but it's not.
Man, like I don't know. In your trivia, was he supposed to be Harvey Bullock? Not like I figured not in the movie, but like when you look at how fat sloppy.
He was based on Harvey Bullock. But the problem was, at the time, Harvey Bullock became good. Because pre-crisis, this is comic book talk, so excuse us. Pre-crisis,
that's fine, because we're going to get into the comic book talk. Trust and believe.
Pre-crisis Batman, Harvey Bullock was a crooked cop. He was a villain. He was essentially this character.
Yeah.
So, but due to the fact that was no longer the case, they just changed his name and basically made him an original character for the movie. Okay, yeah, the Eckhart. But like I said, growing up, I just knew this motherfucker was Harvey Bullock. But I guess,
dude, I swear, every fat sloppy detective with a fucking fedora hat on, I was like, that's fucking Harvey Bullock. And then when they don't say his name, Harvey Bullock, I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, but no, we get that. What else happens? They arrest the criminals. That's when we meet old boy. What's his name? Oh shit. Robert Wool's character,
Knox.
Knox, there you go. Knox. He's like, hey, he's like, not Harvey Bullock's like Eckhart. There you go. I got to try to remember.
Yeah, Eckhart.
Eckhart's like,
I'll keep you honest, brother. I'll keep you honest.
He's like, hey, Eckhart, any more claims of the Batman? Blah blah blah. He's like, go away, man. No comment. The Batman doesn't exist. And as the criminals are like, hey, man, it was a giant bat. And then he's like,
giant bat. He just rolls.
He's like, get him out of here, man. And then he just leaves. As he's leaving, he happens to see Jack Napier down the aisle or down the alley.
The silhouette.
So he walks and, Jack Napier comes up to him. And what was this conversation about? I can't remember. It was about.
So I want to say that wasn't our first appearance of Jack. Jack's first appearance was when he was yeah, he was. So Jack Napier is dirty Mac of the year because he's sleeping with his mob boss's fucking girlfriend.
Yep.
And he's sleeping with her, and he's like it's Carl Grissom is the mob boss here. Sleeping with you get that intentionally. He's playing with playing cards. He's like sitting there playing with playing cards, listening to the fucking news and shit. And he's like, whatever. You get that type of he's scummy, but he's smart.
Yeah.
Like he's the right hand man, but he's like, but even the girl came over to his crib to fucking go there, and they were just like, and he's laughing, and he's like, I know she picked up the Vogue magazine, and she was like, hey, what if he finds out about us? He's like, he's not gonna find out about us.
Like he's not. Yeah.
He's not. What are you talking about? And he. Really nonchalant, but you see she's like, yeah, Jack, pretty much like he was fucking like, Jack, I love you, and he's like, I know, but he gave that vibe. That's how you fucking get there, and that's kind of like off rip he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, because she's like, hey, you look fine, because he's checking himself out in the mirror, he just got dressed. Like, oh, you look fine. And he's like, I didn't ask you.
Yes, that I didn't ask you. Like, I didn't ask you. That's my poor attempt at Jack Nicholson, but he also, so when they were in the alley, he meets up with Eckhart to tell him that old boy needs to be taken care of.
Oh, that's right, because we got what is that shit called? Like the mayor's meeting, like a town hall.
The town hall, like the town hall festival. You got a town hall thing. They were talking about the festival, but they were saying we're gonna get Carl Grissom because it was him.
Yeah, because that's when you introduced Harvey Dent.
Yeah, him, Harvey Dent,
and Gordon.
Black Harvey Dent, by the way. Which I know there's trivia for this.
Yeah, it was just they just wanted Billy D. Williams. That's all. That's who they want. No, look, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted Ray Liotta in this movie, and they're literally like, "Look, Ray, Jack needs to be Joker, Batman, or Harvey Dent. Pick. We just want you in this movie." But he decided no. He's like, no, I'm gonna go make this one little movie over here. It's called Goodfellas. I can't do it, guys.
Yeah, ooh.
So yeah,
nah.
Although later he does say he regrets it. He said it would have been a good thing for me. I'm like, but you made one of the greatest movies ever,
dude. It's. But whatever, I get what he's saying because he's like, that movie is beloved.
Yes,
Goodfellas is too, but it ain't Batman beloved.
Yeah. It wasn't the biggest movie of the year.
No, it was not. Goodfellas is fucking fantastic. Let's not kid ourselves. But it ain't Batman '89.
Some other what ifs. This is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
So Robin Williams was offered the role of the Joker.
I heard that back
Yeah.
in the day. I heard that back in the day.
And he accepted
been-
the role. He was like, I'm down. Let's go. But they literally did that just so they can go to Jack Nicholson and be like, look, man, we already got Robin Williams. This is your last chance. Do you want to be the Joker? Yes or no? And after that, Nicholson was like, all right, fine. I'll be it. And they're like, yeah, sorry, Robin. And,
we got who we wanted.
Robin Williams was pissed. Like, he didn't do a Warner Brothers movie for the longest because of this.
Yeah, I don't fucking.
And then they
blame
try
him.
to make up and be like, oh no, the Riddler, come be the Riddler. And he's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that shit again. Y'all fucked this up the first time, so no.
Yeah, I don't fucking blame him.
Which Robin Williams as Joker, I think he would have nailed it. I think he would have did good.
He would have. He definitely would have gotten. He would have gotten the laugh right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy because when you look at like actors during that time, it's like, could you have taken Robin Williams being like super serious? And I know he's done serious like
Jack
roles.
Napier might have been a challenge for Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Joker, he would have done good.
Joker would have been fucking amazing.
He would have made 100% better Riddler though than Joker.
Yeah,
because I can see him as Edward Nygma.
Yeah,
especially with
that I can definitely. That I can fucking. I'm right there with you on that because there wasn't any way that I would have seen like him like going back and looking at this. I'm like, no, this was Jack Nicholson 100%. Like you couldn't going back and looking in the era like and just doing that. But
and other people were Don Johnson, Dale Midkiff, and William Peterson were also for Harvey Dent, but it just went to Billy D. Williams.
Billy D. would not go ahead.
And he took the role with the expectation that he would eventually be Two-Face. So he went in knowing one day he was going to be Two-Face.
And
but what happened was, when they finally got to Two-Face, they were like, look, man, we're going with Tommy Lee Jones, so we're going to buy out your contract. And you're like, fine, I get money out of it, so who cares? That's what happened with that.
And he didn't reprise the Two-Face role, Harvey Dent role, until Lego Batman.
Yes, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Which a lot of people were like, wait, what? And the only motherfuckers that really get it are people who are like fans. Oh, so definitely fucking that's a deep cut. But yeah, no, like I fucks with that heavy, but like I said, with Jack meets up with Eckhart meets up with him to pay him off, obviously to keep, for doing this job. But he's also telling him and saying, hey, we got to take care of Dent and Gordon because they're getting a little too close.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, you leave them to me. Don't fucking worry about it. Like, they're talking shit to each other.
Yeah, like big shit.
You can tell
like
Eckhart does not like Napier. You can just tell.
No.
It's like,
because he fucking calls him like, you're a crazy person. He calls him a crazy person the entire time. Like, they're literally beating it into your head in the movie already that he's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And he doesn't show any of the type of craziness yet. He does seem a little unhinged or full of himself, really.
Yeah.
I'll say that. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, so after that, what do we get? We get is that when they're in the the newspaper room? And
because that's when Knox.
Everyone's making fun of Knox. So like, okay, Knox, have you seen your bad yet? Like, just fucking on. That's when we're introduced to Kim Basinger.
Yes, Vicky Vale.
I promise I'll stop that joke. We meet Vicky Vale. She's like, hey man, I really like your work. And at first Knox like, okay, who sent you? Like, stop this.
Yep, stop this. Who's fucking with me?
Someone's clowning me. But she's like, no, I really do. And she's taking pictures of some shit that's gotten her notice. So she's kind of top shit photographer at the moment.
Which is funny to me because she was a photographer in this, but she's always been portrayed as a reporter.
Yeah.
And like any of the stuff that I've seen her, like a reporter or a news anchor.
Right. So we get that, and they're like, well, someone's got to know about him. We got to get close to Gordon. I'm like, I'm sure Gordon has a file. on Batman. He's like, well, Gordon's going to be at Bruce Wayne's party tonight.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, it wants just doing double duty here for you. Fun little trivia. Seeing Bob Kane.
Oh yeah.
Give Knox his picture.
Yeah, Bob Kane drew that little picture.
Yeah, drew a little dude of a dude with a bat head in a suit. And with this like fucking signature on. I was like, I always thought that was pretty cool. Growing up, that I actually can appreciate now. I didn't fucking know what the fuck that was when I was a kid. I was like, that's a stupid drawing. And then now I'm like, wait, that dude, he created Batman. Yeah. But yeah.
So good job. So you know, fast forward, we get to, I want to say this is the business meeting, right? Between, what's his name? Gleason?
So yeah, it was
because they're having a meeting about something.
It was a meeting. It was a meeting about. It was pretty much. It was Grisham. He was having a meeting with with his people, and then he also had Jack in there.
Yeah, because the heat was coming down on their little chemical plant.
Yeah, on the operations and stuff, and he's like, and he wanted Jack to go take care of that.
Yeah, because Jack says he's like, well, just send someone, destroy the shit, blame corporate espionage. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
To which he goes, that's a great idea, Jack. Why don't you go take care of it? He's like, what?
He's like, wait, no, why? Why? That's fucking beneath me. Why am I doing? He's like, all right, fuck it. He's like, hey, Jack, you're my number one guy.
You know, he's like, here, don't forget your lucky deck. Because like it's almost like he pulled out a card and he saw the joke. He pulled out the Joker. Mm-hmm. So I want to say that gave him the bad vibes. He was like, oof, no, can I not do this?
He's like, yeah, I don't know, something about this ain't right. So he took the job.
Yeah, and then we go to the Bruce Wayne's party. They're all looking around. Knox is being annoying, interviewing everybody. Be like, hey, what do you know about Batman? And they're like, nothing, man. It's just an urban myth. Go away. Stop being weird. You know, it's like
exactly. Fucking Vicky. One of my favorite fucking parts in that whole scene when they're at Bruce's party is Vicky runs up to Bruce like, hey, I'm looking for Bruce Wayne. And Bruce is like,
he's kind of dumbfounded. He's like, huh?
He's like, I don't. He's like, huh? And she's like, never mind, thank you. And she just walks away. And he's like chuckling to himself. He's like, all right.
Another thing, him and Knox are putting shit in the wrong spot. You see Alfred like immediately just grab everything. Yeah, it's like that shit was cracking me up. Yeah,
man, fucking Michael Gough is always and forever will be the primo Alfred. Like,
yes,
that is.
I agree 100%.
Outside of the animated series Alfred,
right?
Michael Gough will always be like my go-to Alfred.
Yes, I do feel like he was the best Alfred. He's just great. Like I always like, hey, that's Alfred, man. Now and forever.
Yep. Like he had that. See, the thing is, he was never really super hands-on like the other Alfreds, but like he had that sass.
Yeah.
And it was just like, all right, bet. And it was dope. I definitely love that. I do like the other depictions of Alfred to where he's like tough and grumble and shit, like the Alfreds that we have now.
I would say Jeremy Irons was a good Alfred.
Yeah, Jeremy Irons is probably my third favorite rendition of Alfred.
Yeah, because he was like, I would take Jeremy Irons Alfred over Michael Caine's.
Yeah,
Alfred.
no, I'm not taking Michael Caine. Michael Caine's probably sixth, but like I'm definitely taking.
He seemed too whiny.
Yeah,
that was his problem.
Yeah, he was sassy, but he was whiny.
Yeah, well, I feel like Jeremy Irons had that sass about him too, and he was like,
but
okay,
sass,
whatever.
And the fact that he was like sass, and the fact that he was gonna beat your ass, like Jeremy Irons looked like he's like, bro, I can take care of myself.
Yes,
you know. He's
that's
like
one thing about Alfred. A lot of people forget. He's actually a badass.
Fucking ex fucking military, like like ex-military and shit. And also like, but the other Alfred that I know we're getting, oh my god, he actually plays Andy Serkis. Help. Thank you.
Yeah,
he might be up there with fucking Ironside after the end of the day. It is to be determined, but we can try to continue with the Batman movie.
But yeah, so afterwards, they Knox and Vicky are exploring like an armory, I guess, of different type of suits of armor and shit. I won't even say suits of armor because there's like this weird gas mask looking thing. And then they get to this weird samurai outfit, and I'm like, what the hell is this from? And Bruce is like behind him the whole time. He's like, oh, that's from Japan. Oh, well, how do you know? He's like, because I bought it in Japan. And they're like, well, you Bruce Wayne? He's like, yeah, Bruce Wayne. Nice to meet y'all. Like, da-da-da.
And he's like, that was his introduction.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like super awkward, kind of. He's kind of an awkward Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and
like,
it's fine because it's like he plays the fucking odd. He plays like the odd millionaire, like odd rich guy, and it's kind of like he's not. But once you get to know him, he's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's kind of like he's. I don't want to say aloof, but he sticks to himself.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know about. He's mysterious, right?
Yeah, because no one knew what he looked like, which is kind of weird to me. It's like
it's super fucking weird.
Especially not.
This is a so
You're
this
a
is the
Gotham City
fucking
reporter.
problem. This is
You
the
didn't
fucking
know that's
problem
Bruce?
I have with this goddamn movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get ahead of ourselves here, but this is one of the problems I have with this goddamn movie. You mean to tell me that no one knew who Bruce Wayne looked like outside, like for reporters did not know what Bruce Wayne looked like? Not just that, you did not know, and I'm getting way a fucking ahead of ourselves, but you mean to tell me you didn't know that his parents were fucking murdered in Crime Alley when that was like the biggest fucking story?
Right, exactly. The minute, like that should have been established in the beginning. Knox should have been like, yeah, we'll go to Bruce Wayne's, but the guy could be kind of weird. Why? Well, when he was a kid.
Exactly. Like, yeah, you'd be weird too if you saw your fucking parents get shot and killed.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. That's some shit that the movie could have handled a little bit better.
I agree. But moving on.
I do know.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No. Go.
No, I was just saying. Moving on. So Alfred comes in and be like, "Hey, Commissioner Gordon took off." He's like, "Okay." He's like, "No, Commissioner Gordon took off." He's like, "Oh, hope y'all enjoy the party. I'll see you later. Get this guy a grant." Because he's like, "Hey, Bruce, can I get a grant? You know, just
can I get $1,000
or something?" And he like, get Vicky something, and get Mr. Knox a grant. he just walks off.
Yeah, he's like, they need more wine. And it's funny because they saying like, hey, they need more champagne. Can we open this box of champagne in the parties? Yeah, and they need more wine in the thing. And I'm kind of sitting there going like, I don't know if this was intentional or if it was a different thing entirely. But like, you can tell that he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
When he said like, when the dude said they needed more champagne, he's like, yeah, they need more wine. And I'm just like, are you telling on yourself right now? But right. No one caught that. That. But yeah, he makes a beeline. Yeah,
he takes off, and he's able because he's filming everything. Everything's recorded in his house. So he sees that Gordon was like called as like, hey, Napier's destroying property at their chemical plant. Blah blah blah. He's like, well, why didn't no one tell me? He's like, because Eckhart's on the job. He's like, oh shit, because like they must know.
They know
Eckhart's on the payroll. Yeah. So they're like, fuck it, we got to go. If we get Napier, we can get Gleason. That's the second in command. Let's go. So they take off, and Bruce is like, okay, I know now what's going on. Let's go. Fast forward to the chemical plant. Napier opens the safe only to find nothing in it.
To access chemicals too.
Yeah.
Not Ace.
Yeah.
Access chemicals, which kind of fucked me up, but I get it. Yeah, and that's when he realizes this is a fucking trap. He's like, We've been turned in, boys.
We've been ratted out, boys. Yeah,
we've been ratted out, boys. Be careful. Yep. And they're all walking out of the room, and you see the cops like start shooting. Now, and that's another thing that
right outside. And he's like, shoot to kill.
Yep. Like, Grisham fucking during that fucking meeting, Grisham fucking called and really tried to explain. He's like, hey, get Eckhart on the line. So he was like, hey, that motherfucker needs to die.
Yeah.
So and you get to the thing now at the chemical plant, and fucking start. Yeah, he's like shoot to kill.
So they have a shootout with the police. Gordon comes in. He's like, "Hey, Kurt, what the hell are you doing?" And he explains, "No one shoot." He's like, "Take Napier alive. I need him alive." And so that happens. They're shooting. All of a sudden, Batman shows up, just falls from the ceiling, starts beating ass.
Mm-hmm.
What happens? So they, so one of them like gets Gordon hostage, right?
So first off, shouts out to my man Bob the Goon.
Yes,
probably the best goon in any fucking movie I've seen.
Right.
Period.
So random
Because that
trivia.
dude. Mhm.
No, random trivia. That's Jack Nicholson's homeboy, and he convinced the studio to hire him. He's like, "Hey man, I need this guy to be my number one." He's like, "You sure? Yes, trust me. He's gonna be the guy. He'll do great." And they're like, "Okay." And that was it. So that was just a homeboy
Dog.
looking out for someone. He's like, "I got you, bro. You're gonna be in Batman now."
Dog. The funny fucking shit about that, man, is like Bob was a road dog for real. Like Bob was like, word. He's like, fuck it, I got it. And well, Eckhart, real quick, Eckhart fucking when Gordon showed up and Gordon's like, no, any fucking police that tries to shoot Jack Napier gotta answer to me. And Eckhart slowly started to weasel his way.
He tried to do the Homer Simpson back into the bush.
Yeah, back in the bush, literally trying to back out of it. Batman Jack fucking is like on the top of the thing, and this is, I think he didn't kill Eckhart yet.
No, because he has Napier, but then that's when Bob grabs Gordon.
Yeah, because Batman comes down and Jack is like, what in the fresh hell is this? He's like, oh no. He's like, no, what is this? And he fucking Batman just picks him up and like get ready to fucking jack him up. Because
he picks him up. Yeah, he lifts him up
lifts him up and getting ready to jack him up somewhere for something fierce. Bob runs up and has a gun to Gordon's head and he's like, release him or Gordon gets it.
Yeah. So he lets him go and then he's all like, hey man, nice suit.
Yeah, nice suit.
And he turns, grabs his gun, and Batman ninjas. He just vanishes and he's gone. And he's like, what the hell? But as that's happening, he sees Eckhart kind of like trying to sneak away. And then the Jack looks at him and he's like, hey, Eckhart, you like, think about the future. Because that's something they said when they had the little conversation in the alley, and just offs him right there. Shoots Eckhart, turns because Batman shows up again. He just ninjas right behind him. Turns, and then here's the thing. He shoots Batman, so Batman reflects the bullet, and the bullet hits a piece of glass, and the glass is what fucks up his face, right? Or what is it? I don't.
So that's what's fucking with me, because I was sitting there going like, is it the bullet? Yeah. Was it like, I want to say it was a combination of glass and probably some chemicals.
Like
that's literally because
like
something fucked him up worse than that fucking glass.
Yeah,
like something fucked him up worse than that fucking glass. So
he is
like
screaming in pain.
Yeah, he was like just doubling back, railing into.
And Batman grabs him. And Batman tries to hold him down. Now here's the debate: knowing this Batman, did he let him go or did he legit slip?
No,
did he lose grip?
He slipped. He slipped.
Okay.
Because I thought about it. If he'd have known, so the thing with this Batman, he definitely would have killed. Like he knew Jack Napier, and he knows that that's who killed his parents. He had every right to let him do that, but like it looked like he was trying to pick him up, and he fucking fell.
Well, I don't think he knew that yet.
He was trying to. So I think you might be right, but it's kind of weird because it's like, hey, Jack Napier killed my.
Yeah, because
like Jack Napier killed my. Go ahead.
No, to me, he was gonna save him because he remembered Gordon says we need him alive, so we can get shit on Gleason.
Yeah, so he was doing the right thing, but he slipped.
Yeah, he just slipped, and
he definitely slipped.
Off Jack Napier goes into a vat of chemicals, presumably to his death.
Yep, big old green.
And then Batman drops a goddamn smoke bomb like some Naruto shit and just disappears. Just whoop.
Gordon fucking. I do like Gordon saying that. I do like Gordon saying some shit like, "Hey, that shit did not happen until we know who the fuck he is."
Yeah, that's funny. And then we get one of my favorites. I don't know why that's one of my favorite scenes, but we get an outside where, I guess, will the chemicals just go outside? I guess. You know, 1980s. No one gave a shit about the environment, and you just see a hand. Now, does he have the Joker card? I can't remember.
No, it's just so it's his glove that he had on. It was melted. His fingers were already painted. It was like his nails were already painted. His nails were already painted. His hand was like sticking out. So it's like he had a fingerless glove. He didn't have a card. It was just his hand.
Yeah, because in my mind he had a card, but I think that's the Mandela effect.
Yeah, no, it was he popped out and it was his hand, like all fucking white, fingernails, dark, and the fingerless, and his glove that he had on became a fingerless glove. So
after that we get, well, don't we get isn't that when Bruce goes on a date with a girl, right?
Yep, this is some shit that I wish got cut, but I understand why you didn't, because it was Kim basing it.
And you had to establish that, hey, Bruce is falling in love. Look at him.
Yeah, you had to establish like Bruce Wayne as a character, and then I get it.
Go over this a little bit. They're drinking. They're having a good time with Alfred.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
You get that she's like.
So you get to like some weird looking basement.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just see a man bandaged up, which you find out that's Jack Napier. And there's like some type of weird, I guess, plastic surgeon that's like, look, man, I did the best I could. I'm just letting you know. And he's like, mirror.
Mirror.
I'm warning you. He's like, mirror. He gets the meal. He starts unwrapping his face. He looks in the mirror. And then he just starts laughing.
So this scene has been redone in other fucking forms of media.
Yes.
And I think my favorite version of this is where Lisa gets her braces in The Simpsons. And she's like, I need a mirror. I need a mirror. She takes it and she breaks that shit and she's like cackling. Now,
I wish I saw trivia on that. I didn't, but I really, because I know this was a parodied scene.
It was definitely parodied, and that was like my first parody that I remember, because they literally just, I remember that scene because the doctor was like, oh God. And she started laughing, like cackling, because all you saw was a shadow. Now it's funny that I saw this again. I legitimately thought that he killed the doctor, but he didn't.
Yeah, no, I always remember him just walking out and the doctor just like, oh,
I thought he took the mirror and slit the doctor or killed the doctor with the mirror. Yeah. But I could have easily just kind of put that in my mind. But that was, he fucking makes a beeline out of that and heads straight to Grisham's place.
Yeah. So that happens, and Grisham is just chilling, drinking wine or drinking some scotch or whatever. And all of a sudden he walks in. And he's like, "Who the hell is that?" And then Jackson starts talking. Like, "You set me up, man." And he's like, "Jack, that's you?" He's like, "I thought you died
for a woman."
He's like, "For a woman, you set me up."
Yeah, just then, like for a woman.
And then we get, basically. Glenn was like, or what's his name? Gleason was like, "Hey, man, we have to do what we have to do." Blah blah blah. He's like, "Come on, Jack, you can forgive me this one time, can you?" And he's like, "Jack's dead." He's like, "There's only Joker," and he just steps out of the shadows, and you just see the full-on Joker face, and he just proceeds to shoot this man in a bunch of goofy different ways.
Yeah, just like that's probably one of my favorite
shooting
scenes.
This guy, yeah.
That's like one of my favorite scenes, and that's when we get like, because you get the silhouette. You get the silhouette of Joe. You get the silhouette of Jack Napier, and he comes out. He's like, "Jack?" He's like, "Nah, Jack's dead. It's Joker now." And he fucking just steps out, and you see all his makeup and shit, and like the nerve damage to his face that gives him the permanent smile, and he fucking starts shooting.
He kills,
and then like Jack Nicholson having fun. Yeah. Shooting,
this is one of Jack Nicholson's favorite roles ever. He's like, I love fucking tell. Joker. Yeah, he's like, this was just great. Because I had to think about him, like, did he really like this, or was he like, man, this is some goofy ass shit? Yeah, this is one of those things that we asked, like, did we think he liked this, or did he actually like this? Yeah, but reading on the trivia, no, he loved this role. He said, "I grew up reading Batman comics, so I had no problem playing the Joker, and this was great. They gave him creative freedom, and that's what he wanted. And so this is all him." Basically. So and it's cool that he said he grew up and seen the Batman comics, because you can definitely tell that he actually took time and effort into it. Yeah, and was so cartoony with it, but yet murdery. Yeah, because in his era, because there are people who do not like this portrayal of the Joker for some reason. Those people are dicks. I know everyone's like, man, this isn't how the Joker acts. I'm like, well, what do you mean this isn't how the Joker acts?
Shit,
like,
man, this is more fucking the animated series than anything. The only thing is, if you take away his love for art,
yeah,
that's pretty much it. Like, that's literally who he is. He was menacing. There was not one time I did not take him seriously.
Yeah.
On this role. Like, there was not one time on that screen when he was the Joker that I did not take him seriously. I was sitting there and I looked at him, especially when he was fucking dancing, shooting him. I'm like, that's some Joker ass shit.
Yeah, so he kicks him out the chair, reads the newspaper, and the paper talking about Batman. Because he's like, Batman, he's like,
get your line.
Where do they get a load of me?
Yeah. That fucking line, of course.
That's now an iconic line.
With him fucking like laughing beforehand. And then, like, I do like the fact that cinematography of this, I do like the fact that it was Grissom's blood all over the newspaper and he's trying to wipe it away.
Yeah.
And it didn't move. It just was like, nah. He's like, okay. You know? But I really dug that. That whole scene was fucking dope to me. But it's like, what else would have happened in that particular scene? Like, after that, it was like, where did it get?
After that is when he calls the meeting, ain't it? Well, no, first he goes up to his girl. He's like, you won't believe what happened to me today. And then she just faints because she sees him.
Fucking faints.
Yeah. And that's when he has the meeting with all the crime bosses. And he's painted up. Like, he has to paint over his white face to make it look like he's a normal face. And everyone's like, what's up with your smile? And he's like, I'm just in a really good mood.
Just in a really good mood.
Yeah.
And just fucking, this is you. And also in the same scene, this is where he kills old boy with the fucking joy buzzing. Joy buzzer.
Which was supposed to be Carmine Falcone. Because in the original script, he was named Carmine, but they just changed his name. Yeah.
They just call him like, they call him, like, he called him Anthony and Antoine.
Yeah.
Or and I'm sitting here going like, I hope, and the fucking comic nerd in me is like, I hope to God that isn't who I think it is. Like, when I was a little kid, I didn't know any better. I just thought it was a random mob goon,
right,
who got murked. I was like, he got burnt to a crisp. Now I'm looking at him like, wait, what is his name?
Originally his name was supposed to be Carmine, but they were like, nope, just call him something else. We don't want to confuse.
Call him Tony.
Yeah, the comic fan.
Yeah, they call him Anthony and shit. I was like, what the? I was like, Anthony. I'm like, no, fuck you. Like, no. I actually thought, and the funny thing is that going back before everything started, I actually thought that fat motherfucker who was in the fucking chair, like, questioning the Joker, I actually thought that was Falcone.
Yeah.
But, like, it wasn't, and the other motherfucker who was trying to leave, and I'm like, he called him Tony. I'm like, they didn't fucking have the balls to do that. I was like, nah. But nah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so
they shocked the shit out of it.
He has one of those handshake buzzers, which is a famous Joker fucking trait.
Yep.
And he just electrocutes this shit. This dude catches on fire.
Bro. Catches on fire.
To a crisp.
Like, crazy shit about that. I'm like, how long would you have? Like, Jack had to be extraordinarily strong for dude to still be holding on to him, because I'd be trying to snatch my hand away.
Yeah. Well, if you're getting electrocuted, you're kind of fucked. Your muscles just.
I mean, as soon as you start seizing, but I'm gonna at least try to fucking. You have like a millisecond to try to snatch your fucking hand away, right?
Yeah.
But even then, if he's grabbing, like, he'd have to fucking have a good ass grip.
And he's basically telling everyone he's in charge.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I'm gonna give y'all time to think about it. He's like, I'm gonna give y'all a while to think about it. See you later, gentlemen. And then, he starts talking to Bob. He's like, I need you to find out about this Batman. Go follow this reporter named Knox. Knox seems to be on to something. Yeah. And it's funny because you get a ad-libbed Joker doing a Jack Palance, who was Gleason's character. Yeah. That wasn't in the script. He just started doing it, on his own. He's like, "You're my number one, Bob."
Like,
and Bob's all cool about it. He puts on his sunglasses. Like, damn right, I'm number one.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
Get y'all a fucking Bob.
Exactly right. Everybody needs a Bob.
Boy. Wait, who's the Bob between us?
We don't have a Bob.
Yeah, we
We're
don't have
both
a Bob.
equally evil. We're like
Yeah,
I'm trying to
yeah.
think of a movie where there was two equally evil villains. One of us is Two-Face, one of us is Riddler.
That makes more sense.
Yes. I was gonna
That
say one of
really
us is Penguin, one of us is Catwoman. I was like, wait. One of
no.
us is
No, because I can't fit in that skin tight suit, and I refuse to even think about you being in that.
Hey.
Anyway.
OnlyFans.com/Pandulce.
God, no.
Pandulce.
Fuck no.
I'm gonna start
No.
quoting Michelle Pfeiffer from here on out, like meow.
Anyway. Yeah, he's fucking taking pictures. I guess what was that at? They were at the
They're like at City Hall or something because that dude just said, "Fuck this! I am ratting Joker out."
yeah,
I'm
he was
heading-
fucking it was the bigger dude. The bigger dude
Yeah,
who
he's
I
like,
thought
no,
was
I'm not fucking with this guy. I am fucking going to the police, or he's going somewhere.
Yep.
I don't know what he's
He
doing.
was going there. He was like, yeah, fuck it. He was doing that, and then like he was snitching
Yeah,
in fucking like 480p.
exactly.
like-
Right, 4K wasn't there yet. Neither was
4K
HD.
wasn't
That's
there.
right.
No,
He
like
was snitching
he
in
was-
35 millimeter.
Exactly. He was like, yo, this is, and then Joker comes out because you get Vicky Vale is there, Bruce is there because
Yeah.
Bruce was literally dropping off his roses
Roses, yeah.
over in Crime Alley, which I'm like,
Mhm.
how is Crime Alley so close to fucking the courthouse? But okay.
Sure, right?
Sure. All right.
So yeah, and then
Um,
all of a sudden he's like, "But I haven't seen Jack Napier," or something like, right? He says, "I haven't seen him."
Yeah, he hasn't like I hadn't seen him, but like he fucking like he was big ass snitching. Like that dude
Yeah.
was that big was big ass snitching.
Then he comes out as a mime, and so does a whole bunch of other mimes start coming out.
Mm-hmm. Joker comes out and fucking like says, "Hey, oh yeah, that was when he said yeah, when he fucking uses his other fucking nickname. What was it? Uncle was like, was it Uncle Rico? No.
Uncle Bingo?
Fucking just Uncle Bingo. There we go.
Yeah.
Uncle Bingo. Hey, it's your Uncle Bingo. And he's like, it's like he was going off a rhetoric saying that Grisham signed some shit with this pen. It was a felt tip pen, like long as fuck, and he throws that shit like a dart into old boy's neck.
Yeah, just kills the motherfucker there, and he's
And
like,
he
"The
says-
pen is mightier than the sword."
Yep. And fucking starts chuckling. And I'm like, how does man get killed? To this, once again, how did this man kill this dude in broad fucking daylight? No cops to be seen.
Well, all the mimes pull out like Uzis at that, or fucking Tommy guns at that point.
Yeah. They start shooting in the air and shit. I'm just like, bro, what?
And it's crazy because Bruce gets shot and he doesn't even feel that shit. And he's like,
Nope.
whatever.
That motherfucker just like, pow. Oh, just like,
Because he's just in awe of
Mhm.
Joker. You know, he walks up to the car and Joker looks at him and just kind of waves like, "Hello."
he's like, oh, hi. And he just keeps walking.
Mhm.
But, you know, and then like, obviously Bob is taking pictures of trying to take pictures of everything, but he's taking pictures of Vicky Vale and shit.
yeah,
But yeah, but it was just interesting because it's like he just killed that man in broad fucking daylight, bro. Like you don't really get a lot of that in these type of movies.
no, not
Like,
at all.
you don't get that shit at all. But what else? I'm fucking struggling.
So, well, after that, we get the scene where Bob prints out the pictures
Mm-hmm.
and Joker's like just cutting a bunch of shit. Like, I'm assuming he killed everyone because you just see a bunch of people dead. He's cutting out
Yeah.
a bunch of dead people pictures. And then, you know, Bob gives him the pictures and he's like, "Oh, who is this?" That's when he sees a picture of Vicky Vale.
Yep.
And he immediately starts cutting that out. Like, oh, he's like, she's dating Bruce Wayne. He's like, well, he's about to trade up. And like, he's like, Bob, get the limo or something. He said something I can't remember.
Something.
And then
Fucking good old Bob, man.
and I'm trying to think what happens after that. Bob, like Bruce is in the Batcave looking at shit, ain't he?
Oh yeah,
So that's when we get the
He's-
news report.
Yeah, that's when we get the news report of he gets the because all this kind of runs
Because
up.
the
You get
newspaper
news-
says they're like, oh, is Batman in cahoots with this Joker dude? And he's like, what? No. He's like, pay
he's
attention
like,
to
no,
me.
it's me. Yeah, and it was like one thing I do like about this is like Joker's trying. This reminds me of like when Catwoman was like in year one,
Mhm.
Batman reference where she's like, I am trying to get into the press. I have nothing to do with this Batman character. And she was getting pissed about that.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not connected with that. Joker doing the same shit here, saying, we are not connected. This is my shit. This is my show. What are we doing?
So after that, that's when he starts poisoning the
cosmetic supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because some lady's on the news broadcast, and she just starts laughing.
Because
she chuckled at first.
Yeah, because that was the point that they were fucking reporting that 2 starlets fucking died with like weird clown smiles on their face, like weird smiles on their face, just weird, and they're kind of reporting that. And when she's reporting it, she passes on to the other news anchor, and he's like trying to go into somebody else. He's like, yeah, 3 other people popped up dead too, and that's when she starts fucking laughing, and he's like, hey man, I don't think that shit's funny. And she fucking falls backwards into the chair.
Laughing hysterically, yeah.
Yep. And then that's when we get fucking the Joker commercial.
Yes. He's like, hello. He's like, Smilex, it's the new thing.
It's this new thing.
Like chances are you already got it. Like,
yep. And
poisoned everything.
Another thing I want to commend with this movie and what it did really well, people forget that Joker is just not an insane person. He's fucking insanely smart and also a chemist.
Yeah.
So he had that idea to like, well, I don't want to fucking get ahead of ourselves here. But he had the fucking idea of just putting the shit together. And like, exposing people is like, you don't know what happens. Like it's gonna contaminate you. And they're just sitting there and he's using the 2 pictures of the dead women that he killed with the smiles, like Joker. Like it just this fucking really reminded me of everything he did in fucking Batman the Animated Series. And it put a big ass smile on my face, man. Because this is like reminding me of the fucking Joker fish commercials.
Yeah.
Fucking where he fucking took over fucking Christmas.
Yeah.
And he took over the fucking channels. Like, it's on every channel. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
But yeah, he fucking gets the chemicals, and Bruce sees this. Bruce gets a fucking
shopping offered. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go shopping offered, and then like he gets a phone call. Doesn't he? I think he gets a he gets a phone call.
He's like, hey, it's Vicky Vale. She's gonna be late to dinner.
He's like, okay. He's like, okay, wait. I don't have a date with her.
He's like, I don't have a reservation or something. Like, yeah, he said something. He's like, we're not going out tonight.
I'm not meeting with Vicky tonight. And camera cuts. She's at the museum, and she gets a gift. Just a random gift, and she looks at it. And first off, if that museum, I don't know what that was. If it was a restaurant inside the museum,
yeah, because that's really weird. Like, okay, they got a date at the museum, that's cool. But then there's a restaurant there too. Because it was like, okay,
I'm like Gotham. This is why you're fucked up, because you're putting restaurants in museums when you could be cleaning up the streets. Because what kind of shit is this? But it's funny, we're talking about this, and it could be definitely common. And it probably is. That just shows how fucked up and poor we are.
Right, exactly. Someone's gonna be like, what are you talking about? There's restaurants in all museums.
Oh. We're sitting there like, wow, we're uncultured.
Yeah. We are the uninitiated today, Shag.
Yes. Oof. Yeah, but she gets that box. She looks in the box, and it's a mask, and with a note saying, first off, it's her name written in crayon, which I thought was hilarious. And then the fucking note you get is just saying, put this on right now.
Now, like immediately. Yeah, right now.
Like, put this on right now. And the fact that she didn't do it until like motherfuckers started hitting the floor was still funny to me, because he was like, wait, what? The fucking card said right now, bitch. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like someone's giving you a way out. Imagine
is it kind of fun? Were they looking at her and waiting for her to put the mask on? Or because it's like,
no,
how do they know when to release the gas? It's like
no. Like my whole thing is they delivered that package to the table. They're gonna say it's probably gonna take like 2 minutes for that package to get to the table. But all of that shit just came in, started filtering in, and people just started drop to the fucking ground.
Yeah.
And she didn't fucking put the mask on. And like, what if here's some shit to think about. What if she didn't get the fucking the shit in time?
Yeah.
What if that fucking waiter went out for a fucking smoke break?
Right. And when Joker comes, yeah, exactly. Joker comes back, she's just dead. And like, well, fuck.
He's like, well, shit. He's like, the movie would have been over. The movie would have been over.
Oh, but yeah, then we get probably one of my favorite scenes ever. Joker comes in, tells Bob, what does he tell Bob? He's like, gentlemen, let's what is it, light up the place? He says something.
Dude, all I remember from this is like Party Man playing. That's
yeah, because he says it because it's on the soundtrack too. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna like pretend.
And, you know,
like, look, I watched this movie.
Dancing.
Yep.
He's in his regular makeup. He's in his normal makeup.
He's got his caked up. Yeah, he's caked up with his fucking with the shit.
You know,
on
they're
his face,
dancing.
man.
They're fucking drawing all over everything. It's like you said earlier. They got to like something really dark, this dark looking painting, and Bob was about to do something. He's like, nope. He's like, I like this one.
Yeah, anything depicting death.
Yeah.
100% taking. He was like, nope, don't touch that. I like this one.
Yeah. You know, he's dancing. Everyone's fucking up stuff.
Dude, how good was Party Man?
That's a dope song, man.
Like that shit had that shit's fire.
Yes, it is.
And I'm only saying that because like I try to remember what happens to that, but it's like they're painting over that. He fucking sees the thing with George Washington. Says, oh yeah, the guy on the guy on the dollar bill.
He like
fucking
dollar bill.
over that.
Yeah. So yeah, they go. He goes to Vicky Vale. He's like, "Why, hello." He's like, "I need you to take a picture, basically document me." He's like, "I need you to
document me."
He's like, "You're gonna film my artwork. You know, you're gonna film my art." And he goes off pretty crazy. He's like, "Well, what is it that you want?" He's like, "I want my face on the $1 bill."
Yeah, this was a chaotic scene because it was kind of like building up to see how crazy he was. And
he's like,
kind of
I'm an artist. You want to see one of my works? And he brings in an old girl.
Yeah, the girl that he fucking stole, Dirty Mac away.
Yeah. And she's having a mask. She has a mask on, like a fucking hexadecimal ass mask on.
Dude, she's like Phantom of the Opera type shit.
Yeah. And then she's like, why you wear the mask? And then she takes off and usually her face is just Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, it's just like fucked up. Like, I don't know why as a kid, I thought she was like fucking fucked up. Looking at that shit now, it's like, oh, she just got acid on her face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I thought she was like more fucking hideous. Like, this bitch had like Jack took the fucking knives and put the fucking took fucking knives and made her fucking do a smile on her face or some shit. It was nothing like that. There's nothing like that.
No, but she freaks out. She gets up and he's like, oh, what's wrong? He's like, would you like to smell my flower to calm down? And she squirts the acid.
Mm-hmm.
Another good Joker trope.
Yep.
And she throws water at his face and he's like, oh my God, I'm melting.
I'm melting. And then
he takes his hands off and like half his face is white. It's like a cool looking effect. He's just like, his makeup's running and you can see his Joker makeup. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, boom. He starts
laughing.
Fucking cackling. And here comes Batman coming through the roof.
To the ceiling.
Yep, the fucking music happening. He's like not fighting.
And I don't know what this is the thing. I'm like, wait, what? Because now we would have got Batman beating the shit out of everybody.
Oh yeah, everybody would have fucking left with like leaving. Everybody would have left that bitch signing to CTE Records.
Yes, exactly.
But there's no fucking way.
And takes off. I was like, what? I was like, we didn't get one punch. Wait, why do I remember Batman beat the shit out of everybody? But I guess not.
Yeah, he just came in, snatched her up, and they make their getaway. And that's when we get the fucking
toys.
It's like, where does he get these wonderful toys?
Yeah.
You get them fucking flying away and shit, and then like you get them to get into the. That's when we get the fucking Batmobile first time too.
Yeah. He's like in the car. It's like, what car?
I had that fucking toy, by the way.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, I had that. It's like, so we get that, and this is that action scene with that. And you see how ridiculously OP the Batmobile is and everything.
Yes.
And now let me ask you this: is that your favorite Batmobile?
Ooh. I think it might be number 2. I think the animated series Batmobile is probably number 1.
Okay. I think I've always liked this Batmobile. Only because I guess I have so much memory to it.
Part 3 was okay. It was just too glowy. Yeah.
That shit was like, I also had that one too. And I'm just like,
because I had that one for sure too. I remember that one. And I cannot remember. What was Batman and Robin's Batmobile? Was it
same, but it was fucking glowy? It was
the same?
Yeah, it was same, but it was fucking glowy.
Okay.
So pretty much like we're gonna kind of go over skip that part. They fucking get in the car only to fucking run away, to get away from him in the car, only to get out of the car.
Yeah, and they just do that just so you can see shields, and they just
shield. There's toy placement.
Exactly.
And then fucking he's like, how much do you weigh? He's
like, what?
108. He's okay. And he fucking takes off. They shoot up into the sky, and then like people around them and shit like shoot up in the sky and shit. And he gets away, and they sit there and they're kind of like, he's like, hey, that thing on my belt, grab it and don't let go. She's like, we get like a fucking the Kim Basinger sing. We get the Vicky Vale scream.
Yeah, and then Batman just kind of falls.
He just falls, crashes into some garbage, and like bleh, bleh, it just fucking sprawls out like a fucking Family Guy character. And then
Joker's goons come.
Yeah, Joker's goons fucking make up to him, and they fucking shoot this motherfucker point blank. Which is, I will say this. I do remember them talking about in the Nolanverse Batman that like it wasn't until like I believe the second or third Batman that the bullets, it couldn't stop a bullet up close.
Yeah, I can't remember at all.
Yeah, it's like it couldn't do anything point blank. But that shit stopped the bullet, and he's sitting there like knocked out, and they're kind of like take his wallet. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Why do you think he has a wallet?
Yeah.
Like if I'm Bob, I'm looking at him like, are you fucking like Bob was actually I take that back. Bob was the one that fucking told him to take his wallet.
Yeah, you're like check his wallet. And you're like, what?
If I'm sitting there, I'm looking at Bob. I'm like, Bob, bro, you my dude, bro, but I don't think homie carrying a wallet, man, because this.
Well, we don't learn until Batman and Robin that he actually does have his American Express card in his.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. That shit don't exist.
Shit.
I wanted that card too, and I still can't get it. But yeah, they fucking
forever and everything. Like,
they try to take off his mask. Vicky takes some fucking camera photo shots, and they start shooting at her, and he wakes up and he fucking does a kip up, Shawn Michaels kip up, and proceeds to beat the shit out of the goons. And he gets away.
Shit, he punches them once and they go down.
Yep.
It's not much of a fight.
They go away. They fly up.
It was because of that suit. Because I remember in trivia, Michael Keaton hated that Batman suit.
Of course.
Michael Keaton is claustrophobic. And that suit was just tight. And he couldn't turn his neck. So he was just, stressed out.
Dude.
In that suit.
Dude. Yes. It was, yeah. Oof. But yeah, and then you have a montage. You got a whole thing of them heading towards the Batcave. Was that the part?
What's up now?
Damn it, Jose! What are you doing?
No, I was just looking at trivia again. My bad. Let's go.
This motherfucker, man! I swear to God, I need. But yeah, help,
they take Vicky Vale to the Batcave. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. It just came to me. It took a while.
It was just this motherfucker here, boy. We are awful. Normally we're good. Awful. Normally we're good storytellers, but this movie was so much. Like, I high-key want to fucking fast forward. But
we can, because after this, he goes to the Batcave. He tells Vicky, here's the formula to save everyone from Joker's chemicals. Take that. And then he's like, well, what about you? And then he just puts her to sleep because she just wakes up in her apartment.
Yeah, wakes up in her fucking house. He's like, he took the camera. Of course, bitch. What you mean?
Right? He's like, and then he's all like, hey, Knox, I need you to print this shit by the evening news. So you get the photo like, hey, Batman solves the riddle or whatever.
Yo, I do like how they did show that, I will say this. I do like how they showed that you couldn't use any cosmetics. And you saw like, old girl.
The news reporters,
yeah, the news reporters looking fucked up. And then you had like old boy with like fucking two big ass zits on his fucking face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn.
Like, is this really what we look like without makeup? Oh my god.
Shit, man. It's crazy. Like, but yeah, like, and then Joker sees the newspaper, it's like, hey man, I got a real pain in my side, and its name is Batman.
So after that, we get, After that, we go to Vicky Vale's apartment. Bruce Wayne shows up. He's like, hey, I got something to tell you. She's all pissed at him because he's been ignoring her since they slept together.
Within good reason.
Yeah, so yeah. But he's like, I got something to tell you, and I don't know how to say it. But before, he's struggling to say it, and before he even gets a chance, she gets a doorbell ring. And lo and behold, it's Joker and his goons. They just show up to her house.
Nice place you got here.
They say the same thing. He's like, hey, nice place you got here. A lot of space, because Bruce said the same thing.
Yep.
So that was kind of funny.
Walked in, and we get pretty much the scene here of you want to get nuts? Come on.
Yeah, because he tells the Joker, I knew a guy. Yeah, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Which I just hear Beetlejuice every time he says that. That's all I can hear.
Yep.
And then we get the line where he's like, have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Yeah. If you dance with the devil in the you ever dance with the devil
Bruce is like,
in the pale
what?
moonlight? He's like, huh? It's like, what you say? And
he's like, I say it to all my victims.
No, he says it's something. It's something I say to all my prey.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, prey? Who the fuck calls him prey? Who the fuck calls him prey? If he'd have said victims, I'm like, okay, he's a criminal. Cool. He says prey. I'm like, this motherfucker.
No, this motherfucker an assassin. Oh no. And then he shoots Bruce, but Bruce is okay because he put like a iron plate in his chest.
Yeah, he went out and got like he went out and stole like Vicky's fucking like it was like
you serve tea on or something?
Yeah, something you served tea on. It was like because even then he thought about it when he heard Joker because he didn't fucking reveal himself yet. He looked at it, looked at them, looked at that, and he just like, I'm gonna fucking. He did the right thing. He gets shot. Vicky fucking freaks out. Joker Jack like continues to jack Vicky up and is like, look, he's like, look, exposition, and just proceeds to leave.
Yeah.
Vicky looks around, looks for Bruce. Bruce is nowhere to fucking be seen.
Yeah, he just leaves that little iron plate.
Yeah, he just leaves a little iron plate with the fucking, or steel plate with the fucking bullet in it. And she goes open up.
I mean, Joker pulled out a little bitty ass gun, so it probably would have worked.
Yeah. And then
now if he'd have shot you in the head, then
yeah, that's what I felt like. Yeah, because he's just shooting. Joker's just shooting just to be shooting. He wasn't trying to be precise. But he gets in. He fucking She gets in. She sees everything. She goes over to the fucking gift, and it pops out with some dead roses in it, and she passes the fuck out. Now the funny thing, I thought. Now growing up, I didn't know what happened to Joker's ex, quote unquote. Even though he clearly said she tossed herself out the window, which I'm kind of thinking to myself, he must have just killed her. I thought what was in the box was her hand cut off with the dead roses. It was not. It was just a mannequin hand with the roses in it. I legitimately thought that was the like growing up. I was like, yo, this motherfucker killed her and took her hand off and put it that. And it was something like that. And then and like she passed out, and then we get we're heading on to another scene that I can't remember because drunk.
Oh, well, the next scene is Bruce is in the Batcave, and he's like, did you get Jack Napier's report? Oh, no, he did. Did you get the report on my parents? It's like, yes, it's right there, Master Wayne. And he's all like, he's reading it. He goes to sleep, and it's like he remembers now that the killer who killed his parents said, have you ever danced with the devil by the pale moonlight?
So now he knows who did it.
Yeah. Then he wakes up, and Alfred has brought Vicky Vale to the Batcave, I guess. And he basically explains, like, look, Vicky, I love you. I really do, but I don't know if I can be with you because I'm doing this shit. Yeah.
And he was like, look, this is what I really wanted to fucking tell you. But like we got interrupted. So, and Vicky's like, Vicky, to me, I want to say kind of was starting to figure that shit out, put two and two together.
Yeah.
Because when she found out that his parents were murdered in Crime Alley, and even Knox was like, that would mess a kid up. And she's kind of like,
Exactly.
But
then we get on the video screen, the mayor is like, hey, we got to cancel the parade. We really tried, but we can't do it this year. And then all of a sudden, Joker pops up on the screen. Joker as Jack Napier, because he got the makeup on.
With the makeup on.
So he's all like, citizens of Gotham, I'd like to make a truce. I'm sorry for what I did.
He's like, what they've been saying in that was like what they've been saying about me. Okay, it's kind of true, but not all of it.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny as hell.
It's kind of true, but you know what?
Kind of true.
He's like, I'd like to make a truce, though. He's like, I'm going to have the parade that y'all want. And to show you that I really care, I'm going to give away $20 million to everyone who shows up to the parade. And you see everyone looking at the screen like, what? What? Huh?
Like, ¿por qué?
Yeah. So he's like, I'll see y'all there.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then I'll challenge Batman to a duel right then and there. We can settle it like men. Like,
I've taken my makeup off.
Yeah.
Why don't you do the same? Like, take off his makeup, or is like, I'm like, well, he technically has a mask, Joker. It's not really makeup. I don't know what you're talking about, but I get it.
Yeah, we get it. We get it, bro.
We understand. I think that's when we get Batman, like in the Batmobile, making a beeline to what was that? The chemicals? Was it Axis Chemicals?
Axis Chemicals, and he just blows that motherfucker up.
So, fun fact with this: people get mad when Batman kills. So Batman's not a killer. No, this 1989 begs to fucking differ.
The only Batman that wasn't a killer, and I say that in quotation marks, is Christian Bale's.
Yep.
He was the only one that went out of the way. And even then, I'm like, nah, man, you killed Ra's al Ghul.
Shit was questionable.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like, that motherfucker gonna be eating through a straw for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Michael Keaton? Oh,
Michael Keaton didn't give a shit.
Nah,
you were dead.
Man's had bullets in his fucking Batmobile. Now, granted, I thought that was cool when he fucking shot the garage door, and it was like the amount of space that he needed to get through with the Batmobile. Mm-hmm. But he stayed in the Batmobile. It's like fucking bulletproof, and he's just like dropping a bomb, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm protected. Y'all might not be."
Because Joker's goons are shooting it, and he drops a bomb right at their feet, and they're just like, "What the fuck?
What the fuck is this? A big ass boom. Like bloop." I think it was like 4 bombs.
Yeah,
because one came out on each side of the wheels.
Yeah, they came out of with each tire. So yeah,
like bloop, and just like they're like, the fuck, like Nani the fuck, and then boom, you just peer back, you see nothing but like you see the chemical plant, and the shit just goes up in fucking flames.
Yeah, you see Batman hauling ass out of it.
He's like, yeah, he killed. I would like to see that. I've been watching a lot of fucking Dead Meat and the kill count. I would love to see the kill count on this.
Batman, yeah. Yeah, because he killed about 15 goons at least.
That had to be about 20 goons in that motherfucker, boy. About 20 goons. Because we counting the ones on the ground, but we not counting the ones above.
Yeah.
And he just those bitches went up, just boom, done, dead. And then he's speeding out of that, and then he's heading towards that's when we get
because he gets out of the car, and he notices Joker's already in the helicopter. Joker got out the way. Joker escaped.
Yeah, laughing at him and shit.
Yeah, just like, see you at the parade, basically. And then we get the greatest scene in cinema history. We get the parade scene. You just see it, you hear Trust just bumping. And Joker is just having the time of his life. You see all these balloons. And he's
just that's when you see that, the Prince fucking songs playing, and he's like dancing on the fucking floats. You see the little fucking Joker balloon, the main Joker balloon, and everything else, and he's just throwing money in the air. And he's doing that fucking dance, like fucking, and I'm just doing it in front of the camera, like it could, like you could, like y'all can see, and that was, But y'all know the fucking dance. If you've seen the movie, you know what dance I'm fucking talking about.
Yeah,
he hits that bitch.
money.
He was hitting that bitch hard. He was hitting that bitch hard, throwing money in the air.
Yep.
All the fucking
Vicky Vale and Knox show up.
Yep. And they're kind of like wondering what the fuck's going on. And then doesn't the gas start to seep out of the clown's nose?
I can't remember what he said. He said it's time. Something like
he's like Bob, mask.
Yeah.
And like
puts her mask off. Put her mask on.
Takes her mask on, and like you can tell that he is really fucking enjoying all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Like little body movements and shit that he doesn't have to do. He's doing it, and it's fucking incredible. Like he is having a fucking ball being the Joker.
Exactly.
And he's just like enjoying all of it. And then like obviously the gas starts fucking going out and just like starts filling the street. Vicky fucking notices it's fucking the Smilex gas.
Yeah.
And then fucking Knox is like, everyone is like, get to the cars, and everybody's fucking running away, collecting money, by the way.
Yeah, because everyone's just grabbing his money.
Yeah,
Knox pulls out his Rona mask from the truck.
Man. It's like Knox, poor Knox, man. Poor Arliss.
Arliss, yes, that's right.
But this motherfucker, man, he legit like goes through it. But he like they're just trying to, chaos is going on.
Yeah, because he pulls out a bat and he tries to beat up the Joker guards.
Yeah, he tries to like clean up he's trying to like protect Vicky and shit at all costs and shit. Yeah. But he's like, it's all pandemonium. Then we get Batman swooping right the fuck in, taking all the balloons.
He's in the Batwing. Like, let's go.
Fucking Batwing. I had that toy too. Fucking collects the fucking balloons and flies them shits off into the air. And Joker literally sitting there is like,
why didn't no one tell me he had that? Yeah.
He stole my balloons.
Yeah.
Why didn't anybody tell me that he had that thing?
Yeah.
Just so upset.
Clips the balloons, blows up the balloons in the sky, flies to the moon, and makes the logo. What do we say?
The iconic fucking logo that's fucking often duplicated.
Yep. And then Joker is pissed. He is so pissed that he kills Bob.
Bob, no!
Exactly. He's like, Bob gun. Gives him the gun, just bam.
Shoots Bob without any fucking hesitation. He's like, I'm gonna need a minute alone, boys.
Yep.
As they jump off the fucking float and start shooting start shooting everything. Yo, I was hurt that they killed Bob. I think I was back when I was little, I was like, damn dog, you killed your best friend. That's fucked up. I'm looking at it as an adult. I was like, damn, son, you got it. I was like, damn, son, you killed Bob, son. Bob.
Right?
That fucking Bob, guy. Bro. Like, Bob ain't Bob ain't know he had that shit.
Right?
Bob.
Who's gonna be your number one now? Who's gonna be as cool as Bob?
Fuck, man. That was crazy. Like, goddamn, bro. He didn't fucking have to do Bob like that, man. It's fucking Bob. Damn.
Yeah.
But so I think we get the scene with it's like, I know he's flying that up and he's heading back down, but I know obviously we get the scene, probably one of my favorite scenes in this, where he fucking pulls the gun out. Like he opens up his pants like he's getting ready to pull his dick out in front of everybody, but he pulls that fucking gun, and it's the longest goddamn gun I have seen in the history of Earth. And this motherfucker just holds it up, no problem. Batman is fucking coming and swooping down. He fucking shoots him to no fucking recoil. The fucking shoulder, the dude.
He did a little bit.
Dude, his shoulder should have been fucking destroyed.
He should have been on the ground. He should have been like when
that motherfucker should have comically fell.
He shoots that little gun. Yeah.
Like this, like that motherfucker should have fucking bow. He shoots the shit. Batman goes down, and that scene's so funny, so fucking funny. But
I'm like, my God, that is a huge ass gun. It's like, God damn,
that is the longest fucking gun. Longest fucking gun.
So after that, Vicky Vale goes to the crash site. She can't find Bruce. Joker kidnaps her, calls his men. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna need air transport at the top of the Gotham Cathedral." In about 5 minutes, he looks up at that bitch. He's like, "Make it 10." And some trivia for you, Shaq. It does take him 10 minutes to get to the roof in real time. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny as hell.
Yeah. So he wasn't lying. So
yeah, he said there's like, yo, because at first he's like, yo, we need to be up there. What is it, 2 minutes?
No,
Or
he said 5.
minutes?
He said 5, and he's like, nope. He's like
nope.
10.
About 10. It's actually 10 minutes. That makes me smile.
Yeah. So he goes up there. Batman gets out of the plane wreck. He's all fucking beat up. Motherfucker like crashes into the damn. Like he looks like he's drunk. Like he's just stumbling his ass up these steps. They make it up like so. How do Joker's homeboys get up there so quick?
Man, honestly, I didn't even think of that because I was starting to not pay attention to the movie. I'm already going to say they were just playing. I'm going to say that this is the Uncharted. If you fucking played Uncharted 1 and those motherfuckers just randomly up there, that's how they got up there that fast.
Yeah, so one of them
video game design. That's how.
Batman is just chunking people off this goddamn bell tower. He is throwing them to their deaths.
Killing them.
So finally they get to the roof. Joker's dancing with Vicky Vale. And then she tries to like distract him by giving him a blowjob.
No, man, kissing his fucking.
She got on her knees, bro.
She was heading down because fucking Batman was behind him.
Are you sure? Are you sure it wasn't the ultimate? Because
probably
Joker
not.
He was all happy. He was like, "Oh my god,
dude!" She started kissing this motherfucker's coat.
Yeah, I know.
Picking the fucking, she's like kissing this motherfucker's coat and then picking the lint out, going like, "What the fuck am I doing?" What?
Yeah, because I know she saw Batman coming.
She did.
She almost.
She did. She knew what she was doing.
But
she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, but then we get the fight. Batman's beating the shit out of the Joker. This is not really a fight.
No.
Joker goes to punch Batman and he's like, ow.
This is fucking line of the shit right here. Batman's beating the shit out of him. Is like, I'm going to kill you. Batman himself fucking tells him that he's gonna kill Joker. Yeah. Come on. Wait a
like kill me. Like you made me.
You made me, as he proceeds to like. I like how Joker once goes to punch him and it does nothing.
Yeah,
this is kind of like, he's like punch. He's like he's just like, this is how I saw like Joker. Even in the animated series, Joker knew that he couldn't really fuck with Batman hand to hand.
Yeah,
not until like later on, because that's when he started improvising the knives. But like even like early on, he's like, no, I can't fucking go toe to toe with Batman. He's gonna beat the shit out of me.
Exactly.
So like, and he proceeds. This is probably the only fucking that whole fight scenes in the bell tower where he's fighting, getting whooped by a black dude, only to fucking throw the black dude overboard.
Yeah.
Like, this is the only
Batman's
fucking fight
getting his ass whooped in that fight now.
Yes, he is. That's when you know that fucking suit.
Yeah.
That's when you know that fucking suit is doing him no justice.
Exactly. So yeah, he's beating up Joker. Joker's like, you wouldn't hit a man with glasses, would you? And then
that's funny as fuck. Yeah, because
fake teeth. Just like
Jack Nicholson was having a fucking time of his life on that shit. He's like, ha 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 ha.
So
that
Batman
definitely fucking
punches him.
That definitely, dude. That fucking you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses joke. I think when you said it earlier, I think Robin Williams would have fucking delivered that line perfectly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, they knock Joker off the edge. When they both go to look over, he just grabs them and throws them over the edge.
Yeah, that one's a Joker move too. I'll give him that.
And then that's when the helicopter shows up. You know, he's stepping on the thing, trying to make the thing fall. The helicopter shows up. They throw him a little ladder. He's like, all right, guys, I'm out of here. See y'all later. As he climbs the damn ladder, Batman attaches a gargoyle statue to his leg. And
like wraps that shit around him.
Yep. So Joker can't climb with the thing. He eventually loses his grip and falls to his death. Now, here's the problem I had, Shag, I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
You said when they were animated, seeing this shit in 4K on a big TV, You could tell that was just animated. That was cartoon drawn.
Yeah.
Why? When 1 year prior, we had the greatest falling off of a building scene in movie history.
Die Hard.
In Die Hard. Why didn't they just do that same shit with Joker like, fuck, just falling to his death? That would have been way cooler.
I don't know. Like,
because imagine Hans Gruber falling, but it's Jack Nicholson's Joker, and he's laughing the whole way down.
Yeah, that kind of would have been more epic.
Yeah.
But then again, like Joker dying this way, I couldn't really see it any other way, to be honest.
Okay.
Like him laughing maniacally as he's falling to his death.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think he would have like him doing that and not laughing, because this Joker likes to be alive.
Yeah, that's true.
So him not doing that and him kind of falling like fuck, like him instead of him like ha ha ha, like laughing to his doom, but him going like shit and just kind of falls.
Yeah.
I mean, and then for him, first off, I know it was what, PG, or was this PG-13?
I think it's PG-13.
Yeah, this like it should. Me personally, it should have been more fucking blood on the ground. Definitely should have been more blood on the ground. It was PG-13. Should have been more blood on the ground. Like he fucking splattered concrete.
Yeah, he should have been exploded. His head should have been gone. It should have been
the way how fucking tall that fucking shit in. Yeah, he should have been like street pizza.
Yeah,
instead of comedically like cartoonishly imprinted into the ground
on some was Wile E. Coyote shit. Yeah.
Yes, as they're fucking getting like a little laugh track out of that. Does he need another? Did he need a fucking better death than that, Jose? Is that what you is? To be honest with me,
no, I'm just talking about the fall. No, I don't care about his death. The death made sense, but I'm just talking about the way they showed the fall. That was my only complaint, because I know you said the animated shit was kind of cool. I'm like, I disagree just on this part.
Like, and he's just like, and he was kind of drawn. Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. It's a gift and a curse with it. It's a gift and a curse. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we get, just to kind of wrap this up, we kind of get we get Bruce. You get like Vicky, you get Knox, you get everybody at like at the time like city. Some fucking where in Gotham, like I'm gonna say, like let's say City Hall. They got a note. They're saying the Joker's been defeated, crime's been gone, and Batman gave us a note.
Evil returns. I got y'all. Don't worry.
I got y'all. And then he's like, just call me. And then Knox goes like, well, how are you gonna call him? And he's like, he gave us a sign, and it's the bat
signal. And he turns that bitch on.
And it's in the sun. It's in the fucking moonlight and shit. And Vicky fucking says her goodbyes to Knox, goes over into the fucking, goes with Alfred. Alfred says, hey, Bruce says he's going to be a little late. She's like, I kind of figured. And you see, look up.
The epic music playing.
The music's playing, and you see Batman. You get what we have used as a meme for days. When you need you get the dick signal in the air. The fucking eggplant emoji signal in the air as Batman looks on. So that is it. That is Batman 1989. Thank you for choosing to choose this long ride, because God knows we were struggling.
Yeah.
Distractions,
distractions and long movies are fun. You ready for next week?
Even then, long movies, man. This still isn't our longest movie. That would be Face Off. But like we also were in front of each other. So like distractions were limited. Also, you weren't getting your ass kicked by a cat.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
So last minute things. I'm trying to think. There was an interesting piece of trivia. Now I can't find it. Oh well. Oh, Mel Gibson was the first choice to be Batman.
Ew.
But he did Lethal Weapon 2 instead.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. He said, you wouldn't want Mel Gibson? I might. No. Because this is common knowledge by now, but everyone hated Michael Keaton being picked before they saw the movie.
Yeah.
People were pissed.
Yeah.
This was pre-internet days, so just imagine it's insane.
Now look at you. Fucking goofies.
And he was considered to play Harvey Dent in Batman Forever, but he went and did Braveheart instead. Mel Gibson.
No, I know you meant, because obviously fucking Michael Keaton is in Braveheart. But yeah, no, I get it. All right, man, let's go ahead and do our fucking villain fucking scores and get out of here, brother. Obviously, we categorize our villains like you always know. We rate them 3 ways: the motive, the drip, and the threat level. Last episode I did grades. I'm probably just gonna go right back to the fucking right back to the number system, because grades is gonna make shit like weird. Then again, I can do whatever the fuck I want realistically, and it'll either be good or bad. But motives. Jose, what are you gonna give him as his motive? What we looking at his motive? How'd you feel about his motive?
He wanted to be an artist. He wanted his face on the dollar bill, and he wanted to kill Batman.
Yeah. I'm gonna say out of
was
all,
was he? Because he wasn't Chaos. Because that's Heath Ledger Joker.
No, yeah, that was. So I'm gonna say with this Joker, the motive with this, obviously dealing with like Heath Ledger's Joker, with that was just chaotic force, right? This one he had a plan, but not really. But his motive definitely it was like he wanted to get recognized for being the baddest bitch in the room.
Yeah.
But Batman was getting in the way of that. So I gave the motive here. I gave him a 3 for the motive.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I gave him a 3 for motive, which is like a C.
Yeah.
But the other 2 categories, his drip, fucking hands down a 5. That is A++. Yeah. Chef's kiss. Mwah. This man suits. Before he was Joker and when he was Joker, fucking drip was on. I have not seen purple and green rock that hard and that well since this fucking movie.
Exactly.
I will say that. And so you're going to give him the same thing for the drip? Exactly. Okay. And then obviously threat level, I'm going to give him a 5.
Yes, he will. No, you do not want to cross paths with him. Period.
When he was Jack, exactly. I see what they were doing. They were kind of building that up with him being Jack Napier.
Yeah.
And everything. Kind of being Jack Napier and everything, trying to like, hey, is he or isn't he type shit. But like, they tried to was like, yo, he's a little unhinged. But when he was fucking when he got painted up and became the Joker, fuck, man, there was a good chance you were going to die.
Yep.
You literally fucking poisoning your... He poisoned your fucking day. He's like, you don't know if it was your goddamn toothpaste that was fucking poisoned. Like, it's just like the combination of like, yo, you use deodorant, you use everyday items that would fucking get you out of the paint. Just combining 2 of those is like fucking deodorant and baby powder. Get you the fuck up out of here. That means if you put that shit on your balls and fucking regular deodorant under your armpit, you were going to die. That's fucking crazy.
Yep.
That threat level is there. So at that point, I'm giving Jack Nicholson's Joker, obviously, a fucking 5 out of 5. Even if the motive wasn't as strong as it could be, everything else would have he's watching this movie. He's the only thing that kept my attention.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give him a 5 too. I had to think about it. I was like, I'm gonna give him a 5 too. I was debating whether 5 or 4.5, but I was like, no.
I thought I had a 4.5 because I look at the fucking motive and I'm like, do I give him the motive? Kind of hit a dip only because I don't think it's the greatest thing, but like everything else about him is amazing. So I'm gonna just say fucking. I'm gonna give him a 5. Like if I had to watch this again, I'm gonna just fast forward to the Joker scenes. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, Jack Nicholson is the best thing about this movie.
Yes,
I agree.
Does he get a seat at the table? Absolutely. Like that's undoubtedly. Like undoubtedly, he has his own fucking section.
Exactly.
playing fucking Prince the entire time.
Exactly. Yep. And what was I gonna tell you? Oh yeah, Shag. Once again, favorite villain's moment. Go.
Party Man. No.
Yes. Oh well.
Well, that's yours. Is that yours?
That is the Party Man. Because think about it. Think about this. Think about how dark this is. This motherfucker just murdered an entire museum of people, and he just shows up dancing and just having a good time about it. You don't think about it? When you think about it, yeah, that's fucked up. Everyone in that building dead, and he's just having a fun time. He's just painting pictures and trying to get his dick wet.
You know what? My cinema villain moment here, it was tough because it was either that, the beginning scene where he fucking revealed himself and starts shooting Grisham while dancing, or him pulling the gun out of his pants.
Yeah, that's another good one.
That's always a classic, but I'm gonna go Party Man scene with you too.
There we go.
Yeah, because that's iconic to me. But anyway, guys, that is this week's episode. Thank you so much for sticking around and listening to us butcher one of your favorite movies. We definitely appreciate it. Tune in next week when we do it again.
Oh yeah, that's true. Anyways, as always, thank y'all very much. Listen,
thank you.
Go follow us on the IGs and the Twitters at
cinema_villains, both IG and Twitter.
There you go. Leave us that 5-star review again. Get us out there some more so we can butcher even more people's favorite movies.
Yes, because we love you.
God damn. All right.
But all right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Have a nice one. See you next week.
Peace out, people. Bye.